Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, and as usual, this is where you get your weekly dose of local football action. My name is Shamiel, Dulvie, and with me, as usual, is Mr. Andrew Pequeno, or Coach Andrew Pequeno. Andrew, how are you?
Fine, thanks, and you?
All right, all right. How was the weekend? I see you had a good win on Saturday. That's wondrous.
We'll talk about that later.
Talk about it later.
Yeah,
okay.
but it's been hot. Yo, today's hot. It's been a great hot start to the week.
Crazy.
But the football's heating up. ABC is heating up. Stream A and Stream B. Stream B is now starting to take shape. 7 games in for some teams.
Yeah.
And the third division has been upheaval there.
Yeah,
the logs changed. Teams have gone from first to fourth, and teams have gone from fourth to first. So we'll get to that later. But yeah, it's exciting times for Cape Town football.
Yeah, let's kick off. We're going to jump immediately into the ABC Motsepe 8 stream. And just looking at some of the results there. Lost my way here. Have you got some of the results there? I've got some of it here.
Yeah, that stream A is it's taking shape. I mean, Ikapa staying ahead. Ikapa beating MBEKWENI SUNDOWNS 2-1 away in Paul. Good result for Ikapa. You know, we all thought, maybe Ikapa will start coming back to the pack, but they seem to be staying ahead. They've had 2 wins now. Yeah. It was a good win away in Paul. It's tough to beat MBEKWENI in Paul.
And also Coach Gaka there at...
Gavin's taken over from Coach Mike.
Yeah,
he's doing a very good job. Gavin is a very good coach in his own right. For those who remember the 3rd division, he was coaching at Cape Moyo, and now he's the head coach at Ikapa, doing a great job. Yeah.
New Boy City Kings, they continuing to stir a mess there and getting a good win there at Hout Bay.
Yeah, I think we should change the name to City Giant Killers.
Yeah,
maybe. ZIZWE away, they've been beat Hout Bay away, both by 1-0.
Yeah.
Strong defense. Yeah, they're creating waves. And unfortunately, again, they've got to buy again this weekend. But, the momentum is still there.
Still there. And then Cape Town SPURS losing 1-0 to GRASSY Park. After their win against Marty's, Cape Town SPURS losing now to GRASSY Park. Good win for GRASSY Park, obviously. Also new coach.
Listen, GRASSY Park needed the points. They were on 5. I think they were 2 points above SPURS before the game. Stretched out. They got 8 points now. Yeah, it was a big result. Cape Town SPURS still in the bottom. They're second bottom. MBEKWENI still the basement dwellers at the moment by 1 point. But there's big problems at SPURS and need to start picking up points. And this Friday, once we get to the fixtures, you'll see they've got a very tough game again.
Yeah. And then ZIZWE United, stream winners last year, they're not doing themselves any favors. Another sort of draw there at home against SANTOS.
Oh, ZIZWE have dropped a lot of points.
Yeah.
At this point in time, they've dropped 10 points, which is a lot. Sure, for a team like ZIZWE, listen, they've still got the experience. They can still go on a run and win 7 or 8 in a row and then end up top of the stream. So we can't discount them now. But, they're behind the black ball at this point in time. Yeah. But, again, SANTOS, that's a team that I said we should keep a lookout for in Stream A as one of the top teams. Good result for them away from home, 2-2 at ZIZWE. So, listen, and SANTOS' home form is normally very, very good. So to get a point away from home, I think they're very happy. Yeah,
and then also looking at SANTOS, they now jumped in 2nd spot. I don't think they've been that top of the high in the log for a long time. So just looking at the log there, Ikapa Sporting, as we mentioned, top of the log at the moment with 14 points. SANTOS in 2nd with 11, 3 points behind. And then Hout Bay, despite the loss, still in 3rd spot there with 9 points. And then City Kings climbing the ladder there with 9 points also in 4th.
Hout Bay got a game in hand on Ikapa and SANTOS. They win that. Then they go to 12.
12 in the 2nd,
2 behind Ikapa. So that stream is very tight. And like I always say, let's get to the first round. There's still 2 more games in the first round. Get to that, then we got an idea of what it looks like.
Yeah, and then ZIZWE, they just want to mention that in 5th spot with 8 points. So only a few points away there, 6 points adrift. So they can catch up also. Sure. Then just looking at the fixtures they're coming up this week, Andrew. SANTOS playing in MBEKWENI SUNDOWNS at home at Thornton. We just said that. They're tough to beat at home, so it's going to be a tough job for MBEKWENI.
Yeah, I think SANTOS are the favourites there. MBEKWENI got to travel from Paul. They need to pick up points, but you never know. But I would think SANTOS have got enough firepower to win that game.
And then Marty's hosting GRASSY Park at Lentulus, so that's going to be a tough match also.
Nice game.
Yeah. Cape Town SPURS hosting ZIZWE on Friday night at the Kamfa.
Oh, big game. Big game. SPURS need points. ZIZWE need points. So I think it might just be fair to say that if ZIZWE drop points again, I think they're going to start being tailed off.
Yeah.
And SPURS, if they need to pick up points, MBEKWENI is just behind them. They need, and ironically, they've got it at home, which is they've done pretty well at home. Okay, they've lost by the odd goal here and there, but they've had to win at home. So ZIZWE got to travel. Tough. I don't want to call it.
And then the last one, the Ikapa Sporting tough match, Ikapa versus Hout Bay. That's going to be at Friday night, at Guguletu. So that's tough matches, nice exciting football.
Never any easy games in the ABC, Shamiel.
Yeah. Well, you're finding that out now for yourself also.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then looking at Stream B there, just some of the results there that took place over the weekend. There was sort of a bottom of the table clash there at Roykrans with Okania and Royal Blues. Okania getting away there with a 3 points, 2-1 win. That must help them definitely in their log
I mean,
position.
you must remember Stream B only had 4 games this weekend. There were 19 goals
Oh.
scored by the winning teams, never
Okay.
mind the opposition. So it shows you how many goals there were in this league this weekend in that stream.
Yeah. And then Clarewood and Young Bafana.
Yeah?
Clarewood winning 5-0.
Yeah, the Dylan Dean Derby, as people were calling it. For those who don't know, Dylan Dean left Young Bafana on Thursday, was at Clarewood on Friday, took the team on Saturday, or was involved. I don't know if he took the team, but he was there.
He was there.
And Clarewood beating Young Bafana 5-0. Listen, as a Young Bafana team, I think there might have been a lot of emotion involved, seeing your coach in the opposition team, first of all. Second of all, Clarewood, it's a new coach. Always this new coach bounce. People talk about it. It's true because the players want to show the coach, what they like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they played each other on that week, and Clarewood got up at 5-0.
Yeah, and also as we saw on the social media news, ex-coach of Clarewood, Ashraf Calvert, is now the new coach at Young Bafana.
Yeah.
So they basically swap coaches.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other result there. This one was a surprise. Halftime 1-1 against Ubuntu and FN Rangers. And a few minutes in second off 6-1. And that was the result. FN Rangers versus Ubuntu in Ocean View.
Yeah, listen.
Tough.
FN, top team, top team.
Punish the mistakes.
Yeah, they do. And with the experience that they have, Coach Sachi, excellent coach, got a good coaching team behind him, big coaching team behind him, never mind a good coaching team. And they scored 5 goals the first 15 minutes or 20 minutes of the second half. They went from 1-1 to 6-1 up.
Yeah.
Ubuntu, young team. But they've been doing very, very well.
Yeah.
Tough to beat in Ocean. I think it's their first loss in Ocean View for a couple of years, actually, to be honest.
Must be the first big loss in such a long time.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, like I said, FN, top team. You'll see that on the log.
Team. And then your match against Wanderers.
Yeah.
4-0 at Langa. How was that match for you guys?
Yeah. Listen, the wind was blowing for everyone, I suppose. Everywhere in Cape Town on Saturday was like a monsoon and cyclone and hurricane wind.
Yeah.
No, listen, we did well. We got the result. We move on to this week. It's Wanderers. They're getting together a team. They're trying to put a team together again. They've lost quite a number of players and their coach. So I think, give them another game or two. If there's 2 more weeks for the transfer window. If they get a couple of players in, they'll start climbing up the table. Okay,
and they're just looking at the table there, top of the log, as we said, FN Rangers, so with 16 points. Second spot, the Nova Park, 13 points, 3 points behind them. And then Young Bafana in third spot there with 12 points, and Ubuntu at fourth with 10 points there. And then just ending the top 5, there's Battalions with 8 points. So yeah, that's the log there for Stream B. Just looking at some of the fixtures coming up there in Stream B. Who are you guys playing the weekend?
Hanover Park are playing with Kanye at Dulvie at 3 o'clock on Saturday. It should be a nice game. Kanye did well. They got their first win of the season now, beating Royal Blues last Saturday. So they're starting to move up, and I know they've signed quite a number of players in this transfer window, so it should be an interesting game. Yeah,
and then looking at the other matches there, Royal Blues hosting Ubuntu. FN Rangers against Clarewood. Wow, that's going to be a good game to watch. That's at the Royal Road. So if you're there in Maitland, make a turn. And then on Saturday, late kickoff in the Paul Battalion, they hosting Wanderers in that 5 o'clock kickoff.
People ask me, why do they kick off at 5 o'clock? I had a chat with the Battalion's coach, and we played them 2 weeks ago. And he said to me, it's so hot in Paul that even they don't want to kick off at 3 o'clock.
Is it?
So he said, that's why they make it at 5. Okay. So it's a bit cooler. So that was the interesting thing.
Yeah. And then looking at, so that's basically the ABC Motsepe.
Yeah. Big weekend. I think if you want to pick a game you want to go watch, I think Royal Road is the place to be. FN Rangers Clarewood. Let's see what Coach Dynan can do with his squad. Yeah. Against FN Rangers, sure, top team, unbeaten at home. It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a cracker. Yeah. Then on looking at the third division, so such a double header this weekend, third division. There's a lot of games taking place. Just looking at some of the results there, we've got, I think it was on Friday night, Junction in Cape Town United, which is Milano. Obviously, Junction getting a 2-0 win over Milano. It's a good result for them at Nederveld at home.
Yeah, Junction tough to beat in Nederveld.
Yeah. Sure. Invincible Cravenby's woes continues. Bottom of the log, lost again to Goal 50 Unite. 3-0 was the score there.
Goal 50 needed those points. They were in the bottom 4 before that result. Yeah, they needed those points.
Silver Spurs doing well there. I think they're top of the log at the moment. Good win against Saxon. Saxon doing so well after the New Year's start, and then getting a 1-0 loss against Silver Spurs there.
Yeah, listen, good result for Silver Spurs. I know Saxons had a couple of injuries and suspensions, but listen, you got to play who's in front of you.
Yeah.
They got the 3 points, so well done to them.
This is a game I actually wanted to check out. Matroosfontein and Woodlands. 2-2 draw there for both of those teams. Both teams sort of struggling at the moment, but with good history in the 3rd division. Yeah. So sharing the spoils there.
You know, and Shamiel, I just want to tell you an interesting fact. I think Matroos played on Sunday in the derby against Invincible Cravenby.
I think so, yeah.
After that game, I went back and looked at the results, and they've been unbeaten in their last 6 games, Matroos.
Okay, all
so
draws.
They've got a nice...
Yeah.
And then there's some wins. I think they've had 3 wins and 3 draws.
Okay.
So they're actually picking up points.
I know.
Them and Cape Town City on the same kind of run.
Yeah, I know at Matroos there was, sort of Birdie told me there was, you know, at the beginning stages, Coach Wheels was maybe not sure who was his first 11 was, but after he got that sorted, they've been getting the results. So well done there.
Listen, they got some good unders. I saw some of the unders play in the Bale, in the Bale playoffs, and sure, they got some new nice unders there.
Apparently, they got some very good unders. Yeah. Then Jomo Powers and Cape Moyo. Obviously, Cape Moyo, the JL's Wani team, losing 1-0 there to Jomo's Power. Then on, I think it was on Saturday, Jamestown United and FC Houtbay. Jamestown losing at home to FC Houtbay. Good result for FC Houtbay there.
Our new coach there, Peter Kirsten's the new coach at FC Houtbay, taking over for Bradley August. Bradley August is focusing on the ABC Motsepe team with Houtbay United. And
then on Sunday, there were some matches also. Cape Town City getting a good win against Greenwood and giving a dent to Greenwood's aspirations there.
I always said, watch Cape Town City, they'll make a run. You know, like I said to you earlier, 7 games unbeaten now. A couple of draws in there and wins.
Yeah.
Cape Town City are going to start. Their squad is building confidence now.
Yeah.
They're tough to beat in Malta Park.
And I think they also get sort of momentum now, especially with those boys. As the Bale coming up, then the engine is sort of. This is the time they sort of peak, and that's obviously
listen,
the calendar.
Greenwood had just come back.
Yeah.
You know, they played midweek against Jamestown. They were 3-1 down at Solo. They came back to win 4-3 in the second half. Greenwood at Solo, tough to beat. I think they just need to look at their away form. Their away form hasn't been good. I think their last away game, they lost to Saxons again. We did.
Yeah.
They then lost to Junction, and now they've lost it now again to Cape Town City. So, sure.
Ocean View, still bottom of the log there. Another loss suffered there against Vasco on Sunday. So it wasn't a good weekend for them. And then also Invincible Cravenby losing 2-0 to Matroosfontein, as Andrew mentioned earlier. And then also Premier United and Trinis drawing 1-1. And then there was a match on Tuesday, Andrew, in the 3rd division, I think, or was it Monday, against Goal 50 United and Jomo's Power. And Jomo's going all the way to Heideveld and picking up 3 points against Goal 50. That's good.
That's a good result.
Yeah.
Jomo, sure. It's not easy driving from Atlantis at night to come and play in Heideveld and walk over. That's a big 3 points for Jomo's.
Yeah.
Big 3 points.
And then just looking at the log there before we go to the fixtures. So we have top of the table, Silver Spurs. Second there, would you go with the log?
Silver Spurs are top after 12 games with 25 points. Greenwood also same number of points, less goal difference. Trinitarians are in third with 24 points with a game in hand. And then Vasco da Gama also with 22 points after 12, and Junction with 22 after 11. So Junction also got a game in hand.
Yeah.
So that's the top 5.
So the only sort of surprises there, or not surprised, but I mean the guys that's not there normally is Vasco da Gama after their performances over the years where they ended up in the log. That's sort of new territory for them there.
Yeah, listen, I think Vasco got a mixture of experience and youth there. They built up a nice team. They made 1 or 2 nice signings I know about in the transfer window now. So that'll be a team that's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah, let's check out the fixtures, Andrew, for the 3rd division. We've got double-header weekend, as we said.
Well, I think we should just go through a few of them, Shama, because there's a couple of big games this weekend.
Yeah.
I think the first one, you know, like as we mentioned earlier, we got that Royal Road big game
ABC,
FN Rangers versus Clarewood. At the same time, across the field,
across the way next door. Yeah.
We've got Saxon Rovers versus Premier. Premier also on a nice run, unbeaten run, also picking up a number of points. Saxons, you know, they've had a blip now against Silver Spurs, and they're trying to get back on the winning line, winning road again. So that'll be a good one. And you know, Wednesday being tomorrow, Junction Rovers playing Ocean View. So Junction, that's a game in hand. So hopefully they can pick up points there.
Yeah.
And then on Friday let's look at the log leader, Silver Spurs playing Ocean View at Hickory Road. It'll be a nice game for them. Just to pick up another 1 or 2 games you want to pull out, I think FC Houtbay Saturday 1 o'clock in Houtbay versus
Greenwood. Yeah, that's going to be a must win.
Game for Greenwood.
Yeah, that should be a must win for them. It's sort of an early kickoff, so hopefully that helps them.
Correct.
Hopefully get the result there.
Correct. And then we got Trinitarians versus Matroosfontein, the Dulvie.
Oh, Dulvie, Northern's Dulvie.
And our Trinis have had 3 draws in a row.
Yeah.
They need to start getting back onto the winning trails. But Matroosfontein unbeaten, like I said, in 6. So it's a nice matchup.
Yeah.
And then obviously we got Cape Town City versus Woodlands on Sunday. That'll be a nice game. And then also on Sunday, there's another game I wanted to highlight here, which I thought, we'd get it. It's Milano, Cape Town United, Milano versus Vasco da Gama.
Okay.
At Manenberg. That'll be a nice game.
Yeah.
And let's not forget Friday night. I think Friday night we have 4th versus 5th. Vasco da Gama at home to Junction.
Okay.
That's this Friday, 7:30 Para Park.
That's going to be a good game,
That'll be a good game.
Yeah.
And just to look forward ahead, to next week, Tuesday night, Greenwood versus Premier. Another tough game. Greenwood at home at Solo, tough to beat. The games are coming thick and fast.
Yeah, guys, there's too many games to mention. Games happening in the week, obviously with double headers. Some teams, because of load shedding and all whatever, opting to play, actually opting to play at night also despite load shedding.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's games happening all over the weekend, right through the next week. Go to our website, www.thefourthmoment.co.za. Check out the fixtures coming up, ABC Motsepe, 3rd Division, logs and all the results there. And then Andrew, just before we go, we're going to touch on some of the tournaments that's taking place, so we'll get more involved with it later. But we've got obviously Bale playoffs happening soon, and then we have Salt River Super 7s taking place.
Carlindale have a tournament.
Carlindale's got a tournament coming. I think Greenwood Unity Cup also taking place. So yeah, we'll be highlighting those tournaments as we get closer to the time.
Yeah, and if there are any other tournaments that are happening within your clubs or in your LFAs, please send us a message on Facebook or contact us on email at info@thefourthmoment.co.za.
Yeah.
And listen, we'll be happy to advertise the tournaments on our show.
Yes, and also let's not forget, remember, the leagues are going to start probably after Easter.
Yeah. Some of the leagues, I know Cape Town Tiger will start in the last week in March.
Okay, so guys, I want to remind you, especially the under 16 teams, of the Fourth Moment Super Cup taking place in November this year at William Herbert. So yeah, make sure you win your league, win your stream, so we can invite you to the tournament and you can experience the Super Cup for yourself if you haven't been there yet. Is there anything else, Andrew? Nothing we forgot? Sort of a long show today, just you and I.
Yeah,
no third person.
Maybe next week we'll have a special guest.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
Work on it.
And I think, we'd like to thank our apparel sponsor again.
Yes, Pequeno. Yeah, hopefully we get some new apparel from them soon. But yeah, also I can tell you there's sort of going to be special pricing on that. That's what they've told us on completed kits and off-field sets and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure to check them out. At Vecchio. I think the address is in 7 Beach Road, Maitland. Give them a call, or you can just drop us an email. We'll put you in touch with them.
Yeah.
Andrew, that's it.
That's it.
Guys, we'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Cheers.